People who have their crap together. How? Realizing that the goalposts keep moving and there's no end state, it'd be pretty terrible if one day there was nothing else to improve. That's why it's important to be happy with doing better each time. I got a calendar and learned how to use it. It's obvious for an organized person how to use a calendar, but I wasn't one of those. Had notes, appointments, to-do lists, etc. strewn all over my desk, in my bag, in my head. Of course those were the ones I forgot instantly. Now I have a calendar. It goes where I go. It is the one place where I write down all my crap and I check it twice a day. First in the morning and then when I finish up work for the day. Changed my life. My girlfriend loves her diary for keeping organized, like a planner thing, not a Dear Diary type one. A lot of successful business people use them, so there must be something to it. If it takes less than 5 minutes, do it now. Nothing else has ever helped me more. I used to even pay bills and rent late and wasted a ton of money on late fees. Buying something on Amazon takes about 2 minutes. Don't think about how long it's going to take to get there. Just consistently do a bunch of small steps and make the daily routine steps better than the last time you did them, even if it's just hanging a broom neatly versus just throwing it in a closet. It is that 1 degree of change until you've suddenly come full circle. This is so true. I was explaining this to a friend of mine who's having some what do I do with my life questions and just always stalling. The small steps is so underrated. I feel like in today's world, so many people try and take a shortcut straight to an end goal, but forget the little things that create the journey. Sleeping solid 8 hours every night. I can't tell you how to do this though. I did this in college too. It's so important. Between working part-time, a killer commute, class, and sleeping 8 hours a night, it made me budget my time for homework better. Solid 8 hours is so important. Good advice. Distancing myself from people who were not truly my friends. Instructions unclear. Ran out of friends. Not only is it a K/2 but something. Don't beat yourself over quarter, 8th, or 16th asking something. We're all pushed into adulthood with this idea that we have to be machines that churn out quality stuff 24/7. Have a daunting sink full of dishes? Wash 1 spoon. Next time you go in, wash 1 plate. Next time, a cup. Clear 1 square foot of a cluttered room or 1 corner of a cluttered table. Set a timer and work on that project for 5 minutes. Not up for a full exercise? Walk up and down the block or circle your house. Stand in the yard or on the stoop for 5 minutes. It's enough for today. Don't spend time beating yourself up over not being able to do everything at once, because it will keep you from doing anything at all. This is how I did it. I started doing a little bit under the Unfuck Your Habitat system. 20/10s. Started eating better. Decided to use a planner to keep track of stuff. Then started paying off bills. Then the gym. Then eating even better meal planning, etc. It snowballs. Get a planner. Actually use it. Finally start therapy. Eat vegetables or fruit at least 1-2 times each day. Yeah, a smoothie counts. Clean your room and bathroom at least once every 2-3 weeks. Forgive yourself but hold yourself accountable when you do. Inevitably, screw up. Lots of fiber? This is funny, but seriously, fiber supplements have lowered my bathroom time and toilet paper costs substantially. I sobered up. 14 months sober. I reduced from every freaking day to only Saturday nights. Been doing it for 3 months now. You're absolutely right that it helps. I work a job I kind of hate, making just enough money to live in a field that is short on people. I live small, stopped being an alcoholic, and started working out. In a conventional way, I have my crap together, but it certainly is not great on my mental health. Dude, I'm in the same boat. I just started going to the gym and quit drugs. I hope it works out, bro. You're not alone. 1. Have backup money in the bank. A few months rent. 2. Own your car. All that matters is reliability. 3. Have good honest relationships with at least 3 other humans. 4. Have a physical hobby. Walking, hiking, gym, frisbee, metal detecting, karate, whatever something. 5. Profit from your work. If you work hard, make hard work money. Work for yourself to do this if you have to. 6. Love something. Family, God, country, gaming, your dog, Disney, whatever something. This should be taught in How to Human 101. The trick is staying on top of it once you've got it together. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Take satisfaction each day in accomplishing small, reasonable goals. Yup, there is no end game other than death. Your job is to spin plates as well as you can every day. Some days you can ignore the plates as long as you recognize you're going to have to spin those plates tomorrow, and some of them you'll have to spin harder tomorrow to make up for not spinning them today. Full-time job. Avoid sugar. Spend less than you earn. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for exercise and stress relief. Cats. Avoiding sugar is by far the hardest for me. Keep making choices that fit you, not choices you see everybody else make. I live in a walkable town, so I gave up my car. I hate being interrupted or bothered, so I don't have a cell phone. I don't get that excited over owning things. So long ago I chose a career that pays a lot less but is a lot more satisfying. Today I get in a ton of walking. I never scroll through my feed, and I love my job. All the decisions looked weird when I made them, but the benefits accumulated with every passing year, and today I'm in late middle age and very happy with my life. Be mindful what you spend your money on. That's the easiest way to get started. Be freaking brutally honest with yourself. Like, ego me, you should be a doctor or lawyer. Rational me, nope. Well, you'd like the stature. You'd eventually hate the day-to-day work because you really enjoy your time off and, let's face it, are a little lazy. I'm the version of you that went through with med school. I mean, I don't really hate the work, but yeah, I'd rather just be home playing video games literally all the time. It's called compartmentalism. Honestly, just care. Interesting. I don't mean to come off as mean or dismissive of this, but I've found not caring about a lot of things may make me a butthole. Yes, but it also relieves me from the stress of living up to others' expectations or opinions. Like not caring what's popular or who's got the most likes. This also could vary person to person. I understand that. Alright, OP, this is the real answer. We're all just making it up, learning as we go, stacking up knowledge as we get older and trying the best we can, with no guarantee of success until this or that task in front of us is done. Most times, when we get through something successfully, we are just as surprised as everybody else that it happened to work. A lot of the younger generation seem to think that we older folks, 45 male here, were taught how to do things like balancing a checking account, learning how to pay your bills on time, and budget for emergencies. The truth is, we weren't. Not most of us anyway. Learning to do those things hasn't been a priority in a public school education since the 60s. If indeed it ever was. We weren't taught about extending your credit beyond your means. We weren't taught that a 28% interest rate is modern day slavery. We weren't taught that if something is free, you're not the customer, you're the product. All of this knowledge and experience has come after years of hard work, eating beans and instant ramen for weeks or months on end, often with bankruptcy and homelessness looming over our shoulders for 6 months, a year, multiple years at a time. TLDR. Almost nobody has their crap together, and those that do almost always have a safety net provided at the benevolence of other people. As a 35-year-old father of 2, married, modest house, 2 cars and an old truck, a couple degrees and a steady job, all of the above is correct. Work, 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 a bit of inexpensive fun, a bit of luck here and there, keep my nose clean and out of other people's business, eating a bit of crow here and there, and staying steady. Live below your means. Eat properly. Go to the gym. Everything in moderation. For financially getting your crap together, these small tips worked for me to get started. 1. Set a reminder on your phone to eat at chosen intervals so that you'll do it before you're hungry and therefore you're less likely to impulse buy takeout. 2. When you get paid, immediately transfer a set amount of money, I did $30 a week, to your savings account. This helped me so much. It cut down my spending on stupid things like Starbucks, and as that bank account grew, it got fun to save. So I'd find myself doing extra things, like I figured out my average grocery bill over a 6-month period and challenged myself to cut that by 20% and put that into my savings. 3. Document waste and its cost. I did this for a month and I found so much money I was wasting. Heat up at night while we're sleeping, wasted food, disorganization leading to multiple trips over a week to the store spending gas money, and impulse buys while I was there, etc. I would up saving about $100 a month just by identifying and eliminating waste. I agree with the part where it gets fun to save. I decided I was going to pack my lunches for work for a week. It's been 10 or so years since that week and I'm still taking my lunch. I'm sure I've saved tens of thousands of dollars. Exercise, half decent diet, 8+ hours of sleep and coffee, lots and lots of coffee. I had to cut out the coffee just so I could get some decent sleep. Being someone you are proud to be. That foundation is vital to improving the other aspects of your life and slowly but surely getting it all together. You won't ever have it all at once, and that's okay, and it's much better than having nothing at all and feeling lost. This sounds like such a simple statement, but you made something click in my brain and my perspective has changed so much. Thank you. A place for everything and everything in its place. Tidy before bed every night. Make the bed in the morning. Bills on auto pay, but a list at the front of my physical planner. Not phone of when bills are due. Writing crap. Goals. To-do lists. Appointments. In said planner and reviewing it every morning. Not a lot of time wasted on screens. TV, computer, phone. Exercise. Decent diet. And fake it till you make it. I don't do all these things all the time, but I do most of these things most of the time. Make a plan. Sort your crap out into groups. Stuff that needs doing now. Stuff that needs doing in the next month. Stuff that can wait. Complete tasks and jobs you are putting off. You'll feel better and want to keep doing it. Attack procrastination all day every day, as much as you can stand to. Stay clean and well dressed. This will put pressure on you to keep it up because of the positive feedback you will get. Don't get fricked up on drugs and alcohol to excess. Sleep 8 hours per day. Eat a balanced diet. Fake it till you make it. I live by this. Find a plan and try to make it happen. Think of the best logical way to obtain it. Never stop doing that. You have to take a real, honest assessment of your life and be ruthless in cutting out anyone or anything that is contributing to you not having your crap together. It can be very painful because that might be family, not wife and kids, that's different, but parents, siblings, people you've been friends with for forever, or your current job. Cut it out of your life until you have your crap together, then you can maybe add them back in at arm's length. Oh, and for God's sake, go to therapy. Everyone can benefit from it, not just people who've hit rock bottom. Quit smoking pot. Improved time management. Use appropriate resources. Spreadsheets. How I kept my crap together was doing pot for some reason. Most people after getting high feel the stress right after it. But I do tea. Once I get high I'm stress free for the rest of the day. Good at getting work done. I work at home. I don't always have my crap together, but when I do nothing that I want to do. I spend nearly every waking moment doing things that need doing. Dishes, laundry, garbage, recycling, working, driving, updating Windows, eating right, preparing meals for lunch. The list is long. If I do all the things that keep my crap together, I get an hour, 2 tops, a day, to actually do anything I enjoy. If I let myself enjoy it too much, I miss something, or I end up late, or I have to spend money to buy lunch, or stuff, or some bill goes overdue, or dishes pile up, or, my secret to keeping your crap together, is don't have fun. Pick a thing that you need to improve and just focus on that. Just one thing, the smaller the better. Say you don't wash the dishes often enough and you need to get better. Every night you come home just wash them. Keep doing this until you do it as a ritual and don't mind it anymore. Do it until it feels wired to not do it. When you get to that point find something else to improve. Repeat till you are dead. I'm not an idiot, so mostly because of sheer luck. But also a little because I got real tired of not having my crap together and had a hard sit down with my husband and we changed the obvious stuff. Budgeting, living like we earned and not like we thought we deserved, deciding that sacrificing for a few years would make the rest of our lives easier. It worked. Nobody totally has their crap together. Nobody has emotional, mental, relationship, financial, sobriety, etc. health. We get a few things under control, cobble most of it day to day, and fake the rest. The trick is to get the few things that are most important to you, for example mental, relationships and sobriety, and choose to be good enough in everything else. Also never fail. And by never fail I don't mean never frick up, I mean never stop trying until you reach success. Define have your crap together? Lowering the expectations to the point of not having to worry. Started getting crap together years ago when I didn't. Start now in the right direction. Be patient and hope for the best, I guess. Figure out where you are and where you can be, realistically, and work on a realistic plan to get there. There's a little something I've been saying for years. There are two kinds of people in this world. Those who seem to have their crap together, and those who don't. The only difference between the two is that the first lot have much better poker faces. I saved my butt off in my late teens and 20s so I could get into renting out houses and start a business. I think financial security is by far the most important thing to getting your crap together. It takes a lot of sacrifice. I had 0 pets. I only dated girls that would split the bill and never got serious with any of them. I bulk bought, still do, food only when it was on crazy sales so I'd be eating the same thing 5 days at a time. Hit restaurants maybe twice a year. Hanging out with friends was what hiking trail do you want to do in this completely free wilderness area near my house. Vacations were driving 3 hours up north to the pine trees and camping. Used a flip phone 5+ years into the smartphone era and upgraded my gaming computer once over the last decade. This was all while barely having a social life anyway because starting a business is a 70-hour-a-week job. Once things leveled in my late 20s all was good though. Houses paid off. Except current one. Business run primarily by employees. 28+ are where I get to make up for the grind. If the business shoots itself someday I'll live off rent income. If the rentals crap themselves someday the market usually comes back and I'll just get a part-time job for a bit and live in one if I can't survive on a single rental. But I'm still saving like mad for that rainy day. The only thing I'm worried about is healthcare. Obamacare has been a godsend, but it gets worse every year with higher deductibles and premiums. If it goes away completely someday I don't want to have to get a full-time job for some megacorp to make sure I don't end up with a $1 million bill if I end up getting cancer or something. TLDR. Save your money and build equity now. Meditation, exercise, no sugar, no masturbation, cold showers or last 30 seconds of shower cold, personal studies reading. Play by the rules and do everything with integrity, that and well-timed naps. I started early, 20s and worked 2 jobs, did whatever side jobs I could get and lived like a miser. It meant less time for partying and other stuff that people my age were into but TBH. I tried it once or twice and it got old and expensive fast. Now, I can breathe and not feel stressed financial plus I'm used to living on a whole lot less. Financial stability removes a lot of worries from life. Even if you're not living the dream, even if you're not debt free, having a stable source of income and being able to control your expenses relieves a big burden. How to do it? First, get a job. It doesn't have to be a great job. It could even be a crappy minimum wage job. But you do need a source of income, and unless you're lucky enough to be supported by a sizable inheritance this is the best way to get money. Step 2 is simply willpower. Don't live beyond your means. This may require giving up your car and using public transit. It may involve living in a smaller apartment instead of a larger one, or even getting a roommate. If you choose the latter, make sure you're willing to leave the arrangement if they turn out to be terrible. Sometimes best friends make the worst roommates, and you won't want to leave. Be willing to do so. Don't buy unnecessary stuff or take vacations you can't afford. Eat out only if you can afford it, and otherwise learn to cook or at least get by on what's available in the frozen food aisle. Again, depending on your paycheck this may not be glorious. If you don't like it you're free to look for a job with more income. But having your expense less than your income is a major part of having your crap together. Not living beyond my means. You have been visited by the Holy Doggo. Like and subscribe you magnificent person.